Aren't these binoculars wonderful, I tell you? What you can see with them. Oh, nature is an essential part of my life.
A gardener, some flowers.
It rejuvenates me for sure.
A hummingbird.
Marty is a woman of tremendous faith, and she takes her role as steward of all the critters, great and small, very, very seriously. Don't ever let her catch you watering on an off day.
And don't let those little soft blue, warm eyes fool you, because there's another side to Marty Leonard. She is going to stand up for what she believes in, and she makes no apologies in doing so.
My mother and my father both, I give them a lot of credit. They taught me to be ethical, moral, do the right thing, and help take care of your fellow man.
She's a hard act to follow, is all I can say.
I don't know how to say this, but just say it. She and I are over 80. And she's still going strong, and I hope I can follow in her footsteps, but I get pretty tired sometimes.
This is the very beginning of Leonard's, when our father started Leonard's as a little 25-foot front grocery store downtown in 1918.
The Leonard family goes back to the Leonard's department store.
It grew into covering 7 city blocks and ran their own privately owned subway to carry customers. As time went on, my father got very, very involved in the community and was very philanthropic.
Marty and her family have been a part of the foundation of this city, and you can see their tracks everywhere you go.
Well, how I came by golf very early in life. I was swinging a golf club when I was 3 years old. I'd had the wonderful opportunity and privilege of having the best in golf, whether it was because of my father, whether it was teaching or good golf balls, but a lot of people didn't have that opportunity. So my goal was to build a place that had all the top good grass to hit off of, good golf balls, good teaching that was open to the public, because we didn't have anything in Fort Worth like that.
You can look out the windows and you will see, if there's 200 people on the tee line, there will be 200 different golf swings, from really, really good to really, really bad. And they're all welcome, and we enjoy every one of them. And so we're getting people from all walks of life. It is just great to see.
And I cannot imagine what the Nature Center would be like without her unwavering support over these many years.
The boardwalk is probably the biggest project. Local funding was allocated, $1.2 million. The Friends of the Nature Center was able to get Facebook to make a contribution at $300,000. Then we doubled the money and were able to get a $1.5 million Parks and Wildlife grant.
And she did everything she could to make that happen. She didn't give up. She made the calls, she made the emails, reached out to whoever it needed to be to make sure that we restored that boardwalk to what you see today. It is about the trees, the wildlife, the birds, and that's what is here for future generations. And that is a grand and extraordinary legacy to have.
She not only chose to carry on the philanthropy of her family, but she also has forged in her own right her own legacy of philanthropy and generosity. 60 years on the board at Lena Pope. Wow.
Thank you, Marty!
Back when I first ran in 2006 for the Water District, politics weren't quite like they are now. I ran for the Water Board because I was concerned about water.
She is a master tactician. She understands government and how it works, probably even more importantly, how it can fail.
And because of Marty's passion and knowledge and background and influence, our conservation program has grown dramatically over the years.
Water is awesome. Use it, enjoy it. Just don't waste it.
We have now seen water use decrease by 23 gallons per person per day. And when you add that up, 2.3 million people doing that, that's a huge impact. And Marty's the reason we now count water conservation as a major water supply program.
I was at an auction benefiting cancer survivors, and I wanted to support the program.
I had cancer whenever I was younger.
They had this young man up on the stage, and he had his cowboy hat on and his jacket on, his jeans and his boots and all.
I mean, he was cute as he could be.
But she just didn't know, she couldn't find anything she wanted, so she decided to buy a hug.
So anyway, every time she'd bid, I'd bid her up a little more.
And she liked my hug so much that she ended up buying a second one. So that kind of started off our relationship.
Glad to see you.
You too.
That's where it all started, was a hug.
Oh yeah, I remember well.
You remember well. He and I became very close after that. We had a big hug, and it's been a real blessing in my life, for sure.
I have learned so much from Marty. Probably the biggest thing is just generosity. She gives so much time to her community, her friends, her family. She's always doing things to help others.
We should be good stewards of what we've been given.
I think of what she's taught me about how to give often, to give generously, to give back, just to give.
I'll call the meeting to order. This is our gavel.
Look at the causes she supports. Helping the less fortunate, protecting our water resources, inspiring us to conserve land. She just makes us all want to be better people.
They have left things better than they found them. They've left the wood pile higher than it was when they arrived. That's Marty. That's the Leonard legacy.